Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Yukio Nagasaki from University of Tsukuba, Japan. Before I start talk, let me tell you my name. My first name, Yukio, is somewhat peculiar for you. We are using Chinese character like this. I'm using two Chinese characters. Each character has a meaning. Yuki means happy and O means husband. So my parents wanted me to become a happy husband. You don't remember my name Yukio. Please remember me as a happy husband. COI is like this. So let's start my talk. We are focusing on oxidative stress. Of course, you know reactive oxygen species are main player. How to remove these ROS? We are using antioxidant. However, antioxidant is not always effective. Why not? This is a review article 15 years ago. The survey of 68 randomized studies in the 385 articles, which summarize 230,000 clinical trial patient data. And what is the result? Beta carotene is 7%, vitamin A is 16%, vitamin E is 4%. What happened? Increase the risk of death. If you take antioxidant every day, your life shortened. Why? So usually, antioxidant is a low molecular weight compound. If you administer, it spread to whole body and internalize into healthy cell. As you know, in the cell system, there are lots of redox reaction, including electron transport chain. There are huge amount of reactive oxygen species generated. When antioxidant internalize and eliminate these kind of important ROS, you cannot survive. Important ROS must not be suppressed. What is important point? Overproduced ROS must be selectively scavenged. So in order to do the selective scavenge, we designed new antioxidant like this hydrophobic hydrophilic amphiphilic type block copolymer. We installed TEMPO molecule, stable nitroxy radical. As you know, TEMPO is one of the strongest antioxidant. We covalently conjugate the TEMPO molecule in a hydrophobic segment of block copolymer. When we expose this type of block copolymer into water, self-assemble to micelle like this. But this is similar to low molecular weight surfactant, but somewhat different. I mean, polymer molecule entangle and increase stability very much. So let me show you the difference between low molecular weight antioxidant and our self-assembled nanoparticle type antioxidant. When we exposed low molecular weight antioxidant into zebrafish, you can see here under 3 millimolar level, after 5 days, all of zebrafish died. Under 30 millimolar level, all of zebrafish gone within 12 hours. We can say mitochondria. Normal mitochondria shows like this, but when we expose temporal, all of mitochondria gone. When we use nanoparticle type antioxidant, you can see here, even under 30 millimolar level, most of zebrafish alive even after 5 days. And you can see the mitochondria is quite healthy. Therefore, we suppress the adverse effect of antioxidant by self-assembled redox system. So today, let me focus on intestine area. As you know, intestine is very much a hot topic. Gut, it is said, the gut is the second brain. The gut-brain axis is one of the hot target. Cross-talking between the gut and brain via vagus nerve, cytokines, intestinal bacteria metabolites, intestinal wall leakage, and so on. So how to treat, prebiotics, probiotics, fecal microtransporter transplantation, etc. However, the therapeutic effect is limited. So in the intestinal area, there are express the inflammation. At that time, the loss is accompanied always. So the target is we wanted to use our nanoparticle type antioxidant to eliminate the loss in intestine. Let me tell you again the feature of our self-assembled antioxidant nanoparticle. We abbreviated RNP. Wide therapeutic window due to the decreased damage to the intracellular redox system. Owing to the dispersion stability and biocompatibility, orally administered RNP, our nanoparticle, located in the mucosa of the GI tract for a long time, but not in the bloodstream. This is safety. So let me show you two data. This is location of our nanoparticle. The long oxygen cannot observe in colon in mucous area as compared to commercial polystyrolatics of nanoparticle increase the accumulation in colon mucosa area and observe more than 1 to 2 days like this. The ANC is more than 100 times than polystyrene latex. So this is internalization of antioxidant. The colitis mice increase the permeability, and we observe, low molecular antioxidant in bloodstream. However, nanoparticle type do not internalize into bloodstream. So this means, our nanoparticle type antioxidant only located in intestine, and we wanted to confirm how loss scavenge affect to brain. Okay, let me move on to the effect. We prepare, the depression model mice. I'm very sorry to this mouse. We put them into a conical tube for 6 hours a day for 3 weeks and made chronic restrain stress model. You can see here, as compared to healthy mouse, the coronal the goblet cell decrease like this. But our nanoparticle type antioxidant did not decrease the goblet cell and similar to healthy mouse. This is total mucosa area. A depression model decreased the area, but our nanoparticle treatment did not decrease like this. Lipid oxidation of intestinal cells increased by depression, but keep low level by treatment with RNP, our nanoparticle. This is similar tendency protein carbonyl. By the treatment with our nanoparticle suppress this level. Finally, we measure the cytokine IL-6. Let me show you. As compared to depression model, the cytokine suppressed by our nanoparticle treatment. Let me tell you again, we only eliminate reactive oxygen species in intestine, but this suppress the cytokine level in intestine like this to suppress inflammation. Next, we observe, the depression syndrome. This is forced to swimming test. The more healthy mouse swim like this, but the depression model immobile like this. We monitor immobile time. The depression model increase immobile time, but antioxidant nanoparticle treatment decreased immobile time. like this. This is another experiment, tail suspension test. Again, the depression model increase immobile time, but our nanoparticle treatment decrease. Like this, just elimination of loss in the intestine uh, recover the depression tendency. We then analyze the blood hormone level. Corticosterone is known to increase in the blood by depression syndrome. You can see here, but our nanoparticle treatment keep lower level of corticosterone in blood. Then we analyze brain nerve growth factor, NGF, as compared to depression. You can see here the RMP treatment, nanoparticle treatment, increased the NGF level. So this means, let me tell you again, we just eliminate loss in intestine. However, we recover the depression syndrome and the blood hormone level, and also a growth factor in brain is affected like this. We monitor leaky gut. As you know, inflammation in intestine increase the permeability and spread, toxin, allergen, virus, bacteria, and so on into the bloodstream and spread to whole body. We monitor the permeability by using FITC dextran like this. The depression model increased the permeability here, but our nanoparticle treatment suppressed the permeability of dextran. And also we monitor, the tight junction protein. You can see here, compare with depression, our RMP treatment increased the expression of tight junction protein like this. The increase in intestinal permeation in the CRS model mice, but the RMP treatment, loss scavenging intestine, prevent its permeability like this. So next target is exercise. As you may know, exercise-induced gut syndrome, EIGS, is one of the hot topic. You can see, you may know, the athlete or the people who are doing strong exercise, they have inflammation in intestine, headache, stomach ache. So the reason is reported like this. Mainly heat stress and also this distribution of blood from internal organ to peripheral is shown. Look like ischemic perfusion and generate inflammation, increase leakiness of gut, and spread toxin like lipopolysaccharide like this, and further damage immune system. So there, in the intestine, inflammation increase, and also, the reactive oxygen species accompany. So next target is elimination of loss in intestine for exercise performance. We made forced run to mouse on a treadmill by 28 meters per minute. Before running, we administer our nanoparticle orally like this and accumulate nanoparticle in intestine. This is data. One mouse stopped to run before 60 minutes. Second mouse like this, third mouse, fourth mouse here. A final mouse cannot stop, cannot run around 140 minutes. So average was 90 minutes like this. When we administer antioxidant, it looks, a little bit better, but with increasing dose, tends to decrease like this. When we administer our nanoparticle type antioxidant, clearly show, increasing running time like this. This is quantitative data. With increasing dose of low molecular antioxidant, decrease running time. On the contrary, you can see increase in running time by increasing our nanoparticle type antioxidant. Under this condition, I was amazed, around 50% extend running time like this. So by scavenging, intestinal loss improves exercise performance like this. In conclusion, we designed, self-assembled nanoparticle type antioxidant here, administered orally and accumulated intestinal mucosa, stayed for a long time, eliminate loss, suppress inflammation, and finally recover depression syndrome and also improve the exercise performance. Before I stop my talk, if you have a question, email me to happyhusband@nagarabo.jp. Thank you very much for your kind attention. 감사합니다.